Okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started with our post-race media availabilities. We are joined with Stephen Doran, winning crew chief of today's race. Stephen, go ahead and tell us how your day went.
Honestly, it was pretty uneventful until that last caution with 15 to go. That was dicey, but I knew that there was going to be probably a third of the field stay out, and that was enough of a buffer for us to just stay out, let him do his thing.
Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and open up to questions, and we'll start up here in the front.
All right, just curious, why was the 88 just so dominant today?
Most of it's Shane. We did get the car better. He was not happy with it in practice. We made a bunch of changes for today and made the right changes, and he was pretty happy with it today and was able to just control the race, save his tires, kind of just manage his gap, and use him at the end when he needed him.
That's it. There's the difference right
There might be, but I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay, we'll go in the back corner, and then we'll come over to Zach.
Congratulations, Stephen, Brian, Best Burst Media. Was there ever a point in this race that you guys actually felt that one or maybe a couple of drivers were going to have anything for Shane?
Honestly, no. A little bit nervous when the caution came out at the end. Just hoping that at least 10 stayed out. And then once we had 13 or 14 stay out, I felt pretty good about it.
Okay, we'll go back here to Zach, and then we'll come over here.
Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. Congratulations on this. I am curious, though, when Shane tells you that he's unhappy with the car yesterday during practice, how does he articulate what changes he needs from the car for you to have an idea of where to adjust it and how to adjust it to get it more to his liking?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of simulator work leading up to this race. So when he explains what he needs, we've already run through a lot of those changes on the simulator. So it's pretty easy to plug and play some of those changes.
You go over here.
Sorry, Keenan O'Doherty, Press Democrat. Third road course win in a month. I mean, pretty unheard of since the last person to do was Jeff Gordon back in 98, 99. I mean, what is that really a testament to in terms of Shane's ability to drive on a road course?
I mean, he's something NASCAR has never seen on road courses. It's just an honor to be a part of it. This team has done a great job building from the beginning of the year till now to get to the point where we can do this, dominate these races. The car is obviously in a good spot too, but he's amazing. I don't know much what else I can say about it. He shows it every time we come to one of these tracks.
Okay, go ahead.
Rod Villagomez, Sports Gambling Podcast Network. So, listen, you have an outstanding road course driver. I know you're never fully relaxed over there on the pit stall, but how much more relaxed do you feel with a guy like Shane Van Gisbergen, knowing that you can make a call and he'll just turn it into magic?
Yeah, I'm always pretty relaxed, honestly. But yeah, it's easier with him. You have a good gauge on how much tire he's saving, so calls like that at the end are easier with somebody like him. He gives you the confidence to know that he's got enough in the tank to fend off anybody that's coming behind him.
Okay, go back to Brian.
With you guys having 3 wins on the season, playoffs is all but locked up. At what point do you start to prepare for the opening round and even the second round of the playoffs with like the Roval sitting there in the round of 12, knowing that Shane has a really good opportunity to make the round of 8, but if he can secure enough points leading into it and in those opening rounds, championship 4 berth is definitely within possibility.
Sure. We started preparing after Mexico. Just need to keep improving on the ovals, get to the point where we can maintain and advance in some of these early rounds. And like you said, the round of 4 is not out of the question.
Any more questions? We got one more in the back.
Stephen, how much prep is going into your oval program right now, knowing that there are a majority of the courses you'll see over between now and the playoffs are ovals, and then the collection you got to have 1 or 2 wins in those ovals to advance?
Yeah, obviously a lot of the recent prep has been road courses because it's been stacked with them the last month. But we don't prep for any race any differently. We prep for the ovals just like we do the road courses. our team approaches every race the same. So the prep for the ovals hasn't changed. It's max effort for every race.
All right, Stephen, thank you for coming. Oh, we got one more, Lee in the front. All good.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and Catchfence.com. Just curious, growing up as a kid in Pennsylvania, could you have imagined this moment and the kind of success that you're enjoying right now?
Yes and no. When I was 11 or 12, I kind of pictured myself here, and it is pretty cool to have gotten here. Yeah, pretty cool.
All right, Stephen, thank you for taking the time and coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are now joined by the race-winning drivers of today's Toyota Save Mart 350, Shane Van Gisbergen. I know folks have a lot of questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get a wireless microphone to you. We will start all the way back in the back with Brian.
Congratulations, Shane. Second week in a row we get to talk to you after winning another race, third of the year. Seemed like you had a nice celebration after winning in Chicago. What is the celebration going to be like that you're here in wine country?
Yeah, it's amazing day, and we had a great time as a team last week. So yeah, to do it again it's hard to put into words at the moment. We'll probably get home a bit too late tonight to celebrate, but yeah, you just have to appreciate the run we've had. For us, it was a tough start to the year. We've gotten better and better, and yeah, as a team, it's such a cool atmosphere to be a part of, and so special to share it with these guys and girls.
We'll go to Zach, then the Crystal, and my man on the left here.
Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. Shane, congratulations on this one. I am curious, what were your emotions throughout the first half of the year? Just getting up to speed on the ovals and really learning this car, and how does that contrast to what this last month has been, now winning 3 of the last 5?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we were coming 50th, it felt like, but it wasn't complete end of the world. I felt like I was getting better as a driver, getting closer to my teammates and starting to match what they were doing, and you could just feel that we were better than what we were. It just had to sort of click, and yeah, the last month and a half, 2 months, we've really started getting better, the 88 car, and then also the team as well. We've really started getting better and better. So yeah, it's 4 wins for us now as a team, and it's been an amazing turnaround for everyone. And yeah, I'm not under any illusion we're going to go out next week and win, but I'd like to keep that progression going and keep starting to build towards the midfield and then the top half of it.
You also had 3 late restarts there, and restarting along the front row with Chase Briscoe. What was racing with him like? Were you able to pick up on anything that he was trying to do on those restarts? And can you talk about that battle there late as well?
Yeah, it was tough. There were so many marbles. This soft tire leaves so many marbles around the track, and you're trying to be respectful when you line up too wide, but you end up pushing each other into the marbles, and even though you're not trying to, and then we'd both take off and you could hear the marbles flicking up on the guards and stuff. It was really slippery. But you just know, all those people up the front there, it was the 19, 24, 20, I think we were really mainly racing, and they're great guys to race. I always race well with them and enjoy racing them, and I knew Chase wasn't going to do anything stupid, but he got really close at turn 2 a couple of times, and yeah, he had a proper crack. It was cool racing.
Crystal?
Crystal Clay Racing Refresh. I have 2 questions for you. I talked to a couple of your crew members shortly after the win, and I had to ask if they were nervous watching you on those restarts with Chase Briscoe, and they said not at all, without any hesitation. So, it seems like they were calm for the entire time, like you already had it in bag. So what does it feel like knowing that that's the kind of feedback that you're getting from your teammates?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome they have that confidence, because I certainly didn't. You never know with NASCAR, on the restarts, everyone goes crazy, and I just had to execute, put my car in the right places. But yeah, as soon as those yellows kept coming out, there's so much dirt and oil and stuff on the track. Yeah, just trying to make no mistakes, but it sounds like I was more nervous than them.
And then also my second question is more for the culture. I noticed that you didn't take a sip of the wine in Victory Lane. Maybe I missed it. Are you just waiting for a proper Sauvignon Blanc since you're a Kiwi, or was this a choice based off of the sip of Red Bull that you had first?
I could see my crew chief's eyes light up when it got handed to him, so I'm glad I handed it to him, and he finished it in one go, which was very impressive. I don't know if he's been in here yet, but he might be talking funny.
We'll go over here to your left.
Hey, Shane, right over here. Keenan O'Doherty, Press Democrat. Congratulations. Obviously, yesterday didn't go your way, but from a mindset perspective, how were you able to kind of shift your focus so quickly in such a quick turnaround for this race today?
Yeah, it's easy and it's not. It was, as I said yesterday, second sucks, but it was one of the best races for everyone to watch, and I really enjoyed being in it. But I spent bit of time debriefing with myself what I could have done better, what I needed from the car, and then as soon as I got at the hotel, I'm switched over looking at SMT and qualifying stuff for Cup and trying to make Sunday better. It's really cool to race in Xfinity, and I learnt a lot, but Sunday is money day, I guess.
Yeah, and then one more question for me. Just kind of rate the overall experience, of Sonoma Raceway, and it probably feels a little bit better now that you won.
Yeah, obviously I'm biased now. I like the place, but I really think every year this track's going to get better. It's still great to drive, but as the surface wears away and the edge comes off it a bit, I think it'll be, a even better racetrack. Even compared to last year, there's so much more tire fall off and probably not the most passing up the front, but at least there was speed differences between tires this year.
Go next to Noah.
Noah Reed, Manteca Bulletin. You touched on it a little bit earlier. You said second sucks. Your teammate Connor Zilic got the best of you, but you proved today, hey, I got the Cup Series win. I'm sure you're going to talk to Connor later. What are you going to say to him?
Thanks for not being in the race. Yeah. I know I'm going to have to race him a lot in the future, right? He's a star of the sport, or going to be even more so, and yeah, racing him yesterday, he doesn't look like he's 18. He's placing the car in perfect spots and drives amazing, and he's an awesome young kid. So, yeah, if he ends up being my teammate or not next year, I hope he does. It'll be a lot of fun.
Last question for you is, you mentioned obviously the progression on the ovals. I'm curious if there's an oval that you either have visited or are going to visit with the Cup Series that you're kind of itching to get that first oval win at.
All the left-handed ones.
Great answer. We're going to go back to Tom.
Thank you, Matt. What was up with the rugby ball, and why was your boot so poor today?
Well, I think it went pretty high, but it didn't go very far.
That's what we were thinking. You didn't break the wall on pit road.
Typical kicker. I'll blame the wind. Yeah. Yeah.
Any additional questions for Shane? Well, Shane, congratulations on the victory, and good luck next week at the Monster Mile.
Great. Thanks, everyone.